Hello people, today I have this very soft Japanese milk bread. We call it Masithandane in Swaziland, but they are very soft. So let's get right into it. We have very simple ingredients here. We've got 1 1/3 of a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of yeast, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of sugar. And here I've got 1/3 of a cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of water. This is melted butter, which is 2 tablespoons, half an egg inside that, and then the other half is going to be for glazing. This is a very basic recipe where we'll add all the dry ingredients together and then we'll make a well at the center just so that we can put in our wet ingredients, which is our egg, milk, water, and butter. So that's the well. Let's add in our wet ingredients. So we're gonna do like a fold in here, but it's not really a fold in, but you don't have to be vigorous with our ingredients because remember we have yeast inside, and yeast is a very much alive ingredient, so we don't want to hurt it. So you just continue doing that. So these are called soft Japanese milk rolls or milk bread, but in my country we call them Masithandane, which means love each other, because they stick so well together and they just tear off from each other. And then we also sell these at our taxi rank. Our old ladies sell these at the taxi ranks, and they're just a good treat. They're like a homey feeling, or you can use them as fancy as you want, and you can make them sweeter as well. So you can add maybe a teaspoon more of the sugar that I gave you, and then yeah, when it comes together it will look like that. And we're going to use our hands to just make it come together, and we'll take it out of the bowl so that we can start kneading. We're gonna have to dust our worktop with some flour, just a bit of it, and we're gonna use our hands. This is when you use most of your muscles to do this, and you will have to knead this for a straight 10 minutes, guys. Nothing less. 10 minutes, nothing less. So kneading actually just makes the dough pliable and softer and smoother, such a way that if there are any lumps, they will get off. So if your dough starts sticking to your work surface, just add a bit more flour. Don't add too much, but don't also be shy to add your flour in there, just to make sure that it goes right. So I'm going to be doing this for the next 10 minutes and hope my wrists aren't broken by then. Once we are done kneading, we will have to prepare a bowl, like a mixing bowl, with a little bit of sunflower oil or olive oil or any vegetable-based oil, and we'll have to put our dough. So that's what we want our dough to look like, with no lumps and stretchable. So we're gonna put that ball of dough into our bowl and just let it rise for 2 hours in a warm place. So yeah, just don't heat up your oven, guys, because that's gonna cook the dough. We just want a warm place where this thing can rise. Cover it with cling wrap, then you're good to go. My dough will be out of my warm place. It doubled in size. I'm just gonna tip this over. No need for flour at this stage, because it's just, there's no need. You'll feel the dough, it's so soft. If you needed it for 10 minutes for sure. I'm just greasing my hands with a little bit of oil so that my hands don't stick, because my hands were like totally dry. And sorry, my camera is not where it's supposed to be, so that's why you can't see me rolling out the dough. As I said, I'm still new, so I'm still trying to get my situationship in order, guys. Okay, so that is ready. I'm just gonna take my bench scraper and cut my dough into 4 equal parts. Well, this is just to make sure that I have somewhat balls of the same size when I'm making my buns. And then for each quarter of my dough, I will be cutting it in thirds, just so that I can have probably 12 of these buns. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop them all together. Then after chopping them, I'm going to roll them in balls in a very, 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 what can I say, specific technique. There goes my camera again being in the wrong position, or is it my hands? So that's that. Let's see if you can see the next ball that I'm gonna do. So it's basically just to tuck in, roll it out. And then I'm gonna do all the rest. That is my last one, and these are how the balls look. And I'm going to rest these for 15 minutes. Covered in cling wrap. So my baking tin is lined with brown paper, which is my substitute for parchment paper because it is much cheaper. So the technique I'm going for here is we flatten the dough with our fingertips first, and then we just roll it again into the bowl, the same bowl that we made before they rested for 15 minutes, sorry. And then we place them in our baking sheet and baking dish. Make sure that they are spread apart because these babies are about to rise, honey. They will rise double in size and they will be stuck together. So that's what we're going for. Again, my camera and my hands are not in par, which makes this not easy for you guys to see, and I am so sorry about that. I will make my videos more better next time. And yeah, let's just get these thingies into our tin. See the technique I'm going for? That's the one. Guys, these buns are gonna be so delicious, you will not believe it. You can use them as dinner rolls, like as a starter. You can put cheese in them, just go crazy. Some can even put raisins and just a bit of cinnamon in them, and they will be amazing. You can also make them savory if you don't want them sweet. Just put 1 teaspoon of salt instead of my 2 tablespoons, and they will be just fine. Okay, there we go. So just make sure that they are placed in, and they have risen. Look how puffed they are, guys. This is for 1 hour in a warm place covered in cling wrap. I'm just gonna spread a bit of egg wash on to my buns so that they come out really, really golden and crispy at the top. Oh, I cannot wait. I made mine a little sweeter than the original recipe from my mother, so mine are a bit sweeter because I just wanted to drink them with some milk. So we're just gonna, that's the last one to go, and we're gonna bake these at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. There we go, there we go. Aren't they just gorgeous? These were nice to make. My partner absolutely loved them. I only ate 3, he finished the rest. So these are amazing, guys. Even if you just want to have them with your tea or anything that you want to milk, as they are called milk bread in Japan, you can have them with that. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and like the videos. try these out and tag me on Instagram, Sinos underscore muffins underscore and underscore more. And on Facebook, it's Sinos Muffins and More. I would love to see what you guys have tried. And then, yeah, we'll see each other next time.